Last week, Kris Jenner gave us the news that she had to get her ovaries removed. And unfortunately, of course, when it comes to the Kardashians, like, when it rains, it pours. And Kris Jenner now realizes she does not only have to get her ovaries removed, but a full hysterectomy.
Before we go to dinner, I just want to tell you guys that
You're pregnant.
No, the exact opposite, because tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to have a hysterectomy.
Yeah. And I think that it's unfortunate, of course, but as she, you know, she's been easing her way into dealing with that this is even happening. And so I think that since she's been on this journey of like accepting that, the hysterectomy, it feels a little bit easier, although it's harder for her. And she says she's emotional about it.
Yeah, well, I think she's emotional because it's way more of a procedure, I think.
Yeah.
But two, of it all, like, once it's out, it's out. I think that is where she's like a little bit more peace. Like, there won't be any more growth anywhere in me. It's gone, it's out.
But she did kind of ask for this because she's talking to the doctor with the red jumpsuit on. She's just like, is there anything else I can do in here?
What else could I do at the same time while I'm asleep?
Two birds with one stone.
Right?
And then we flash forward, you know, watching the episode, and it's like her Dr. A calls her is like, you do got to do something else.
Well, when she meant, could we do something else? That was more nip and tuck.
Yeah, I know.
But see, that's what Kendall was so pissed off at Kylie about.
See?
You can't speak things into an existence like this.
Yeah.
But she really did get emotional.
When you're young, you start talking about wanting a family. Your friends are having babies or not having babies. And it was all we talked about, literally for 40, 50 years. So here we are now talking about it again. And it's the other side of the process. And it makes me very sad.
We always see the fun and playful side of Kris on the show. And what better way to tell your friends than to have the entire Saks Fifth Avenue reopening?
This was my favorite scene of this entire episode.
Love it too. Darling, and you get the martini with it.
Oh, yes.
It's right?
so good.
I'm feeling a little buzzy.
Oh my God, I think it's 5 o'clock.
Oh, perfect.
I dream of shopping until I drop with my friends with a clothes store and martinis. This was everything to me. And just to see like the older girls do it, like they set the precedent for what Kim and Courtney and all their people are doing now.
Well, and two, it's like these ladies are just telling this deep, deep, deep news.
Yeah.
Just sitting on the ground, like
On
the full ground.
With this is the store is shut down. This is chic.
But it is kind of insane to think, though, earlier this season, Kris was with Malika talking about how she loved being pregnant and all this, and she would love to be pregnant again. And they joked, like, you still could be pregnant.
Yeah, I think at one point, though, was it Kendall who mentioned something when she was talking about the ovaries and the cysts? Everybody was like, this is so sad, this is so sad. Kendall was like, get them out.
Yeah.
Like, let's just wrap it up. Like, if this is going to detriment your health, let's go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's also up there, though. It makes sense.
I know. She's almost 70.
And so she's had it for a minute.
I know. I wonder how long she did have it, though. Because if she's sitting there talking about, I want to be pregnant, I think it had to have been pretty new information. And they worked pretty fast.
Yeah.